So, Americans, people, they see a beautiful, serene countryside, posh speaking British people, right? And that's what you see on television. Let me give you this. That's how it was for me in England when we used to watch TV shows like The A-Team, Knight Rider, Baywatch, all those TV shows. And I was like, man, America's awesome. Blue skies, bikinis, beautiful women, awesome cars, and it just looked awesome. I thought it was like, I want to go to America. Because when the sun would shine in the UK, when the sun would pop out, right, in the blue sky, I'd always be in my backyard. I'd like look up and think, oh, that's what America looks like.
Wow.
That's weird, right? Yeah. And I was like 14, 15, 16 years old. I'd look up into the sky. Wow, that's what America looks like.
Some parts of America.
And I used to dream about coming over here. I was like, oh man, one of these days we're going to go to America and I want to live there. And I used to dream about it. And look where I'm at now, in California.
It's crazy.
But when you land there, you're like, hang on a minute. False advertising.
Where did you so let's talk about that. How old were you when you first came to the United States, and where did you first fly into?
Oh my God. You ready?
Yeah.
I was 19 years old.
Okay.
Right.
So this was literally a year after you were pub fighting, boxing.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's
19.
crazy. So 19.
We in England we have 1 month holidays from work. That's just normal.
Yeah.
When you start a job, you get you can take 4 weeks holiday.
It's pretty
so
cool.
I was like, I told my boss, I used to work for a company called Airflow Streamlines in Far Cotton. We used to build prototype cars. I used to be a sheet metal worker, welder, fabricator, and told my boss, I'm taking a 4-week vacation. I'm going to go to America. He said, yeah, no worries. I went, 19 years old, like, super fired up, excited about coming to the States. And my grandma lives over here. They live in Modesto.
Modesto.
Right? They live in Modesto. And my mom's side, of the family, right? And so we get picked up in a Chevy van with the captain chairs that swivel, just like the A-Team van.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
Those are very popular, like in the 80s.
Yeah.
And we used to have one of those.
But check this out, right? So we had 2 flights. One landed in on the East Coast, right?
Okay.
And then that was a trip because it led us to another airplane. I forget the name of the town, but it was really full of rude people, man. So you
actually stayed one day in the East Coast?
Not even one day. Our flight landed and we had to, get another flight.
Just a layover, basically.
Layover kind of like to California. And I just remember queuing up for a bus.
Yeah.
No freaking queue, man. Yeah. Everyone's like, gathered around a bus. Yeah. As soon as everyone jumps on and the doors close, and then the guy takes off. I'm trying to be polite and what happened here? So the next bus comes and now I'm trying to be more aggressive and the people are rude there. On the East Coast. So I get on the bus, we get to our next flight, and so not a very good experience my first time in the United States. Come over here, get picked up.
Culture shock, basically.
Exactly. Get picked up at almost midnight, and over here at San Francisco International Airport, our whole family's getting picked up in this van, and that San Mateo Bridge, when you cross it for the first time, it's like, hang on a minute, this bridge is still going. Yeah. It's long.
And is that the one where there's water on both sides?
Exactly.
So you feel like you're not even on land.
It's like what is the longest bridge I've ever, are we still on the bridge? And cross that. It felt like forever.
Yeah.
Crossing that bridge.
Yeah.
And then this drive went on forever. I'll tell you something. In England, if you drive that long, you've gone far.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You've been to UK.
Yeah, my sister lives in London.
Yeah.
So, and I've been there like 3 times.
Yeah. I'll talk a little about long distance relationships in a bit. Remind me of that one.
Okay.
But we drove into Modesto, and I was like, man, that was a long drive. From San Francisco to Modesto.
Well, that is a long drive. That's like 2 hours.
Yeah, but we're not accustomed to sitting in the cars for that long. You know what I mean? So the doors open in Modesto, a little bit past midnight, right? Whatever. Yeah. I don't remember. It was just dark. And the heat, and check it out. At that time, this is, I think it was September.
Okay.
The heat from that night.
Midsummer, pretty much.
Excuse me. And there was a stench. In Modesto.
You were in the country.
Yeah, there was this, they have, I guess, a slaughterhouse out there.
Oh, so you were by the
farms. Yeah, something like that. And you could smell death in there. Something that was in the air. I was like, what is that? I got punched in the face by Modesto.
You're like,
it was like, what is going on? And we go into this house. Everyone welcomes us. But so my first moment, I was like, oh man, where is this? And why does
You're
it smell so bad? And how come it's so bloody hot?
Yeah.
It was like over 100 something, you know, at night. It was,
Wow. And it was dry too.
it was dry. So wake up the next day, you know, my first time meeting my mom's side of the family, because all my mom's side of the family is in America.
Wow. When did they come over here?
91.
91. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. 90 or 91. They
When
said,
was that? The year that you came here?
I believe my year was 92, 90. Yeah, 92. Yes,
So they
it
had
was
just
92.
came 1 year before you.
1 year before me, yeah, because I
Wow.
was 19. So 92.
Okay.
Yep. And then, you know, man, I'm meeting my family for the first time. They're from the motherland. They're from India. So my
Okay.
mom's side of the family is all from India, Punjab.
Wow.
Yeah. And all my dad's side is from the UK and Canada.
But you said your family's from the countryside of India, right?
Yes.
That's probably why they went to Modesto. That's
No,
the countryside of California.
Well, I don't know. I think it's because my aunt lived out there and they worked at the cannery. And so it just because of the work situation, that's where they ended
So that's
up.
where the jobs
Mhm,
were. Yeah.
mhm.
Okay.
So they ended up working out there in the cannery and stuff. So grandma, my mom's side, they worked at the same place, and we're out there meeting my cousins for the first time on my mom's side, you know, in a long time. And I remember seeing them as little kids when I did go to India when I was 12 years old, for about 3-4 months. But they're now a little bit bigger. Crazy thing, man, is like the next day it gets so freaking hot. I'm not used to the heat, and
Wow.
that stench has not gone away.
No, it got worse too because of the heat.
Yeah, it was bad, man. I was like, oh God, I got 1 month out here, man. And everyone goes to work. So
Wow.
now what's it to do, right? And back then in the 1990s, they didn't have satellite television or
No,
none of that stuff.
no
It
cell
was
phones.
rabbit ears, right, on top of
Yeah.
the television. The only channels that came in clear were the Spanish-speaking channels. Everything else is all scrambled.
You're like, how do I end up in Mexico?
I said, what language are they speaking? Number
Yeah.
one. Mexicans, what are they doing over here? Right? I had my geography was off.
You
I
were
had no
used to
idea.
like Knight Rider and Baywatch.
Exactly. I was like,
Yeah.
why? Where's all the beautiful women at? Right?
Yeah. Not in Modesto.
No.
That's for
Oh
sure.
my God, I got a crazy story. So I was like, all right, what do I do? And trying to unpack a month in this little short conversation. But I remember this. And I was like, okay, let's go for a walk. Maybe I bump into a pub or maybe I bump into something. I'm 19 years old, right?
Yeah.
Because if you go for a walk anywhere in England, right, you're going to bump into some stuff to go
Yeah.
do.
And by the way, Modesto in the early 90s was probably as country as you can get.
Really? Okay.
I mean, it's still barely getting developed, but in the 90s,
Yeah.
oh my God, like you literally went to a farm, basically.
Exactly. Yeah.
Farm town.
So I'm walking. I don't have a hat on or anything, not used to having the sun cook my goose the way
Yeah.
it did, man.
Especially coming from the London weather.
That's right.
Right?
Oh man, I'm burning, right? So I'm like, there's got to be a pub or got to be something around here, right? I'm walking and there's nothingness, and I see roads that go forever, and it's
Yeah.
just, I'm like, I better walk back, and then I see this store called Lucky's. I was like, I'll just go in Lucky's real quick, air conditioning, and I pick up a 6-pack of beer,
Yeah.
right? And I go to stand out and check out, and I didn't know how to calculate, this is because the taxes are separate
Right.
from the actual cost.
Okay.
So they say, I said it's $7.99 or $6.99, whatever it was, plus tax. And then I was like, hang on a minute, it said $6 over there, whatever. No, it's plus tax. I was like, oh, okay, kind of. And when I see your ID, I was like, what you want my fucking ID for? No one's asked my ID, so I have my passport in my back pocket.
Yeah.
It's like, here it is. He goes, you're underage. You can't.
Oh,
can't
right. Because was it younger in Britain?
18.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's 21.
21. So, and I was so pissed. I was so pissed off, man.
Yeah.
I walked out of there just like, I said, Mum, I'm going back. I'm
Yeah.
going back to England. I'm going back to England.
Yeah.
I couldn't take more than, there was nothing to do, nowhere
Yeah.
to go.
No,
And my cousins did the best they could to kind of like entertain us, but that
Right.
was not, now looking back, it was kind of rude of us to be the way we were. I didn't know any better, man, but they were working, man. They were hustling. They were doing what they could. And we were there for 1 month or so. But we didn't know how to drive a car, and they were driving Chevy Caprices. That was like, it's a 4-wheel boat, it's got no, just very difficult to drive that car.
No power steering.
it was crazy, man. So, I'm like, I'm going crazy. I'm like, I have to go back to England.
Right.
There's no way I'm gonna live in America.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So that was your first experience with the United States.
Mm-hmm.
And so you stayed in Modesto the whole entire time?
The 1 month I was there.
So did you finally think it was cool, or were you just really happy to get the heck out?
I was happy to get the heck out of there.
All
Man.
right.